The woman had a special gift since childhood. She could foresee what was about to happen to others. One day a bride-to-be asked Annie to read her future, but in Annie's eyes she saw her as a rotting corpse. Since the groom was her friend, Annie chose not to tell him the truth. But 3 days later, Annie saw a report in the newspaper that the bride Jessica had gone missing. Because Annie was well known for her readings in town, Jessica's father came to ask for her help. Through the cards, Annie saw Jessica hanging underwater in chains. So the police followed Annie's vision to find the location. Just like Annie predicted, Jessica's body was pulled from the river, and the police identified Donnie, a man living nearby, as the prime suspect. Then a lawyer came to see Annie. He told her the coroner found Donnie's skin under Jessica's fingernails. But the way the body was found was too unusual, and Annie had a rocky past with Donnie. So the lawyer warned her she might be pulled into the case. He told her to be prepared. Soon the trial began. A witness said he saw Donnie arguing with Jessica that night, and even saw them get physical. But Donnie's lawyer questioned how the body was found. The sheriff admitted they had searched for days without success. So they followed the suggestion of Jessica's father, and turned to a local psychic for help. Based on Annie's dreams, they found the crime scene. Hearing that, Donnie's lawyer turned his focus to Annie. He asked how many fingers he was holding up behind his back, trying to test if her powers were real. But Annie was torn. She couldn't answer, because she could only see what would happen in the future, not what was happening right now. And Annie had once told Donnie's wife that while he was violent, he would never commit murder. Now Donnie stood accused of killing someone, and Annie's past words no longer matched the present reality. The lawyer's sharp questioning left Annie speechless, so the judge asked her to leave the courtroom. Then Donnie finally told his side of the story. He said he had known Jessica for a long time, and they had a physical relationship. After learning she was getting married, he asked to meet up. The conversation went badly, and they ended up in a fight. The scratches on his arm came from that argument. Then he drove Jessica back home. He admitted he was a terrible husband, but he swore he did not kill her. The night Annie came home and found the floor covered in water. She heard a woman crying in the bathroom. Gathering her courage, she walked over and opened the door. Inside the tub, she saw Jessica sitting and crying. The vision of Jessica seemed to be a sign, and Annie suddenly realized the real killer might be someone else.